All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Tuesday, June 4th. We're going to get in and get out. We got Luis Gill up top going up against Minnesota. You know how I feel about Minnesota. You know that I don't like targeting them because they hit the ball, they put the bat on the ball. There's no real you know power guys on that team, but they put the bat on the ball. So that's something I'm not really willing to play with. Luis Gill hasn't playing spectacular, so if I end up playing him, I wouldn't be concerned at all. But I rather go to mid range pitchers and then pay up for bat. That's my play style. You know what I'm saying? But once in the blue, I will pay up for a pitcher. If I'm playing multiple lineups, I'll just throw a top pitcher in there and find some cheap bats. But if I'm making one lineup, I don't usually pay up for pitching. Gill is absolutely in play. Shota against the White Sox looks good. You know he's going to be very popular because of the matchup. Corbin Burns has been okay. Nothing spectacular, but targeting Toronto is something I've been doing also. Nobody on that team um, worries me. I know Vladdy had a home run last night. I don't care. I still think that team is ass. Flattery's in play against Texas. Texas has been up and down this season, but Flattery's been on point, so he's absolutely in play. I think Fried got fried last time he played, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. 6 strikeouts. It was two games ago where he got hit, where he got smacked. But last game he put up 0. Last game he put up 1. But it is Washington and Chicago. So, two inferior teams. Washington is kind of good. I'm not gonna talk down on Washington. They do have some pesky bats. Chicago started off hot. They're a little bit calm right now. Max Fried against Boston, 9K. He's in play, but you know this season you gotta be able to what's the word I'm looking for? You gotta be able to go with with the the transition of DFS, and we're seeing that this is a batter's league for DFS. All these pitchers can be getting smacked. Every last one of them can get got. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I lean more towards the bats, and decent stacks more than trying to pay up for a pitcher. Because if that pitcher gets got in one inning, your whole ticket is ruined. But if you have a mid-range pitcher and he could stop the bleeding and get a couple strikeouts, then it's not so bad. Like Verlander last night, for example, he gave up a lot of runs, and he cost me on FanDuel. Like we smashed DraftKings. DraftKings was I had Waldron and the guy from the Mets, right? That lineup smashed. I had Candelario. We had all types. Like almost all the guys hit home runs. That's not the point. The point is I have Verlander on FanDuel. He gave up some runs, no strikeouts. We lost by like 1 point. My ticket lost by like 1 point. I would have cashed. But that's why I don't like paying up for pitching. Because if they have a bad game, you have no chance. Um, Kirby, I kind of turned my back on him, and I paid for it because he was good the last. He's been good. He was good the last game, but the games before that, he was awful. He gave up 5 runs 2 games ago, and the game before that, or the game after that. The last game he only gave up one earned run, but Houston is struggling. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that Kirby's going to go out there and pitch a masterpiece. He just went up against a team that was struggling, and I like to target teams that don't hit well. Oakland's been smashing the ball. So just by looking at this, I think Kirby might be in trouble. Oakland on paper, you know, nothing spectacular. Then they go and drop 7, 8, 9, 10 runs. You see what I'm saying? And those batters are cheap. So that's another thing. So I may not get the Kirby at all. I might have some Oakland bats for value. Crawford against Atlanta. Atlanta is not as dominant right now. No Acuna, but I'm still heavy on Ozuna, Riley. Olsen is having a little bit of a down year. Maybe I take a shot on Ozzy Albies, depending on prices. but more the top of the lineup guys. I'm not going to be really playing around with the bottom of the lineup unless it's like my last guy in. Harrison against Arizona. I don't know if I want to mess with Arizona too much. Ketel Marte hit 2 home runs the other day. Walker hit a grand slam the other day, I think, or some shit like that. Lourdes Gurriel. We had Lourdes Gurriel in our DraftKings lineup last night. He hit a home run. So their bats are somewhat waking up. Don't know if I want to play with that. Bailey Ober. There's no chance in hell I play Bailey Ober. New York is. I don't know if y'all understand what's happening right now. Stanton is healthy. You got Judge and Soto. You know what kind of like that's a lot of firepower. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way I play Bailey Ober. If Bailey Ober was free, I wouldn't play him. I'm gonna have a lot of New York. Maybe Soto and Judge are my first 2 guys in. I don't care. I'm paying down. I play them almost every slate, and I cash. It's so automatic. Like it's so automatic. I play Volpe, Soto, Judge every chance I get, and I try to sneak in Stanton if I can, depending on the pitching. I'm not even gonna gatekeep. I'm not a fan of Dane Dunning. No, thank you. Even though the trade has been ass lately, the rest of these guys I'm not gonna be touching. Sandoval, no, thank you. He's gonna get murked. Arrigetti's awful. Even though St. Louis is awful too, we got 2 awful entities going up against each other. No, thank you. I guess Oakland's playing the relief game. Who's this guy? Mitch Spence. 5 innings last game, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. I don't know this guy. I guess I got to do some research. Oh well. As far as our pitcher goes, as I just said, I want to pay up for Soto. We're definitely going to be looking mid range. And if Luis Gil at 10.8 is the most expensive, Free does stand out to me, and he can still get smacked. I'll probably go with Freed. Crawford or Freed. I'll go with Freed. As my SP1, as my SP2, I can't tell you that right now. There's a lot of awful pitching, so I gotta find a way to I gotta figure that out. But I know what I definitely want to do, and that's definitely pay up for Judge. I'm not gonna put Judge and Soto in the same lineup because it's gonna be very hard for you guys to make lineups like that. So I'm gonna just put Verdugo. Let's do Verdugo, 4,300. Now let's go Volpe. So that when Judge smashes the home run and Volpe's on the field, you can get the points for that too. You feel me? Now let's go to Oakland to get some cheap bats. I think we want to go to Oakland. Let's double check. Where are we? So we have we got Bailey. Wait, we got George Kirby against Oakland. Let's see something. Let's see if we can avoid testing George Kirby. Let's see if we can avoid it. Chris Flexen is awful. Chicago. Do we want to go to Chicago? Or do we want to go back to Cincinnati? The Reds strike out a lot. They have a high upside, but man, do they strike out a lot. And they just put up like 11 runs or something like that. I had Friedel. I had Candelaria on my lineup last night, and they pinch hit for Friedel. I think they pinch hit for him, or I know they took him out the game, and that kind of pissed me off, but whatever. Let's go back to Cincinnati. But Cincinnati might be pricey. Let's just see their prices. Candelario at third base. We could do Benson is Ben is you know what we could do? We could do Stevenson and we could do Candelario. We don't gotta make this complicated. So we're gonna go with Freed, Stevenson, and Candelario from Cincinnati. In a course game, you got Volpe, you got Aaron Judge. Depending on the pitching, if you could find a cheap SP2, if you could find some cheap plays, you could probably shove in Soto. But there's a lot of other good plays also. But I'm gonna need me one of Soto or Judge in my lineup in any Yankees slate. You feel me? All right, we're about to go to FanDuel, and get a quick lineup. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're making lineups and you're struggling to cash, you want me to send you my finalized optimal lineup, no problem. I got you. Check out the Patreon link in the description. I'll send you my finalized optimal lineup right before first pitch. We also have lineups in our channel memberships, and we do have super chats open. And like I said, we've been smashing baseball. I just really don't promote my stuff like that, but we've been smashing baseball. We smashed DraftKings last night. We missed out on FanDuel by like 1 point because of Verlander. I put all the blame on him. We're doing NBA on Thursday. We do MMA every weekend. We're doing PGA on Thursday. So, like I said, my Patreon isn't going to be for everybody that's listening. But if you're building lineups and you're not cashing, then you should join. To join is free, and then you can check out the tiers and see what fits your needs. Okay. If you're in the Patreon on the free side, I think I'm gonna send out some of our wins from over the weekend, just so you could have a little bit of an idea of what we've done in the last 3 days. All right, let's go to FanDuel. Let's get a pitcher. Let's get some bats, and let's get the heck out of here. I do love targeting Houston's starting pitchers, but St. Louis is awful. And I know they smashed. I don't want to say smash, but they hit Verlander last night. The Cardinals are not like that. They're gonna go, 0 for 100 next 3 games. So I'm not worried about the Cardinals. I do like Flattery. I do like Shota. Do we do Shota on FanDuel? Do we do that? He's only $600 more than Freed. All right, let's do it. Let's get Shota. Pricing is a little bit different on FanDuel. I'm running straight to Judge or Soto. Bailey Ober is what, right-handed? What's Bailey Ober? Bailey Ober is, I think he's a righty. Let me just triple check. Bailey Ober is a righty. All right, so we're gonna pick up Soto. $100 cheaper than Judge. In a perfect world, I get both of them, but you're gonna have to get a lot of perfect value pieces. I'm gonna pick up Volpe again. I think, how much is Volpe? 3,400. That's fine. And then let's get 2 value pieces and let's get out of here. Let me see who else. When you see that I pick the same batters from DraftKings and put them on FanDuel, that means that they're like, I'm absolutely playing them. That's what that means. Like, I really like those plays. I kind of want to play Chicago, but they have a lot of strikeout queens, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Maybe Suzuki I trust not to strike out 4 times. Yeah, I wanna target Chris Flexen, but I don't trust Chicago like that. Go back to Cincinnati. Let me try something different. Sandoval, Patrick Sandoval to San Diego. Frankie Montas. Let's get some guys from hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. Cutter Crawford. Cutter Crawford. How much is Riley? Riley's 33. Riley is 33. You know what? I'm just gonna have to go. I'm just gonna have to trust Chicago. I'm gonna have to trust them. Let's get Morel. Let's get him for a dinger or two, and then let's get somebody. Suzuki is what, 32. Nico Horner. Nico Horner bats after Morel. Let's get Nico in here. He's 2,900. You still got 26 to play with. So we got Nico Horner and Morel from Chicago going up against Chris Flexen. You got Volpe and Soto from the Yankees. And if Chicago could go off, then they can help Soto secure his win. And you get the extra points for the win. You feel me? All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go in and get out of here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, all that good stuff. Hope you had a profitable Monday night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.